It's day 2 of Gamescom event here in Germany, but, well, day 2 of us being here. First day to head to Gamescom and check out the venue.
So in case you missed it, I already posted for day 1 on the YouTube channel here. So take a look and watch that one first, then come back and pick up where we left off. So let's go on to day 2. So I was all dressed and ready. I didn't quite know what to wear at first. First I wanted to wear my jersey. I wanted to be a little more professional. I wasn't sure what parties we were going to go to after, or if we'd go back to the hotel to change or not. So I kind of opted to be fancy. But we arrived here, and this is the trade area. We got to check it out a little bit, walk around, and find where the Magic Media booth was. This was our first day arriving at the actual convention location. A lot less crazy than the public side is, that's for sure. And it never really was too much busier than what you're seeing now, honestly. Some of the booths were amazing. They were really, really interesting. We finally found our way down. We realized we had to go down a level to 2.1 though, and get to the Magic Media booth. So it's kind of part of the journey was exploring and getting a little bit lost constantly, but hey, it made it more interesting. And yeah, here was the downstairs area of like Hall 2, which was where we were set with Magic Media. And it was a pretty poppin' area over here. There was a little cafe nearby. There were some fun shops like this, although this is like the kind of shop you can't purchase on the spot because it's the trade area. I totally wish they could make custom ugly Christmas sweaters for our game, Godforge. But no. But here we are. Godforge, Fateless meets Magic Media. We're kind of their example, so they're here as a design studio, and we are here to be their example of their products. And yeah, it was our day to settle in, check things out. We got to take a look at the 3D statues, which, guys, these people have asked about these a lot, and they are expensive. Very, very expensive. So these bad boys, I don't know if I'm supposed to say, but they were like $2,000. So we'd be like, oh, can we buy them? No, is the answer. These were custom made for this one time for this, and we won't be replicating these specific ones. But that doesn't mean we couldn't do something like this in the future. It's just something we've got to take a look at. There might be some others that we have printed, not quite to this scale. These are actually quite large, larger than you'd think. You see that's like a standard piece of paper. They're pretty big. Yeah, it looked amazing though, right? But everyone wants to buy them, but unfortunately we can't just make those and sell those. It would not be very economical. It's the paint job more so. But yeah, here we are just kind of mingling. People looking snazzy. Of course, Simon and Sham and Dan were full of meetings the first couple days. It was all they did was meetings. It was very busy for them. So day 2 was the Wednesday, and that was just meeting day for them. So I went around to explore and check out these other booths. It's kind of fun. I really wish that booth was doing custom 3D models for games. That might have been a cool contact, but nope. Alex here had his little presentation for what Magic Media is all about in the design process. So that was nice. We kind of sat back and watched that a little bit here with some little spoilers on the screen. Then after, we went to a fancy party. Yes, fancy party. Oh my goodness. So this was Stash. This was the after party we chose to go to. They had amazing food and drinks, and it was just such a beautiful location. Like, just look at this gorgeous location. I loved it so much. We ended up staying here for quite a while. We got to meet a lot of interesting people, including some of the people that work with Stash directly. Had a lot of fun conversations. There was some goodie bags, and the restaurant itself was just beautiful. This was the actual venue for the indoor part, which is good in case it rained, but we were good. We ate outside, some delicious food, drank some delicious cocktails, and yeah, just chatted with some of the people who attended. And it was a fun experience, I really thought. And then we're going to meet up with others later, and the Uber driver dropped us off here. We had to walk like 10-15 minutes down this dark-ass, scary road in a very sketch neighborhood. I mean, it was just kind of like the middle of a nowhere pier type location. Like, it was just dodgy, yeah. But We did end up realizing that our location was close. We were on the right trail, at least. Dock 2 was our goal, but by the time we got there, we realized it was already closing, so there was no reason for us to go there. So instead, we got some taxis and we engaged in some taxi racing.
So if you look at just the experience is against us.
Yeah. You got it.
You got it. You got the win.
Experience doesn't get you everything.
These guys are the kind of people that you
got the win.
shouldn't be able to get away with.
I mean, you might do that.
Still go the extra mile.
Mine's moving now as well.
And they still kind of hit it.
I didn't order it before.
That's good. Matt Rife got that right. Great target.
He's got lower.
Well, I think the way that the German drivers work, the less drives, the better.
Okay.
Because the more drives, the more aggressive they
You
are.
don't really have a choice, do you? You just get what you give it.
Here we are. He's fun.
I need 4.
And yeah, Paul's one, the one I was in, and then it was time for some cocktails at the hotel. Molly got to snuggle a puppy.
Happiest she looks since she's got here. That's the thing.
And we played with our really annoying Tamagotchi type Digipet toys, which was hilarious, by the way.
There's Patrick and
There is.
freaking SpongeBob.
So annoying. Yeah.
Oh, it's alive. So many. My panda's alive. So many options.
This is the most annoying thing ever.
So sorry. We all got Tamagotchi from this event.
It is.
like a fake one.
It's a big one. We didn't realize it was all going to make noises now.
So we are day 3 of our trip for Germany. It was our day where we were at the Magic Media Studio booth at Gamescom. And yeah, it was our double podcast day. I got to host a couple podcasts. I wasn't as nervous as I thought. I feel like I was more nervous for the second one than the first one, ironically, even though I should have been more used to it. I was a little bit nervous, but actually I did okay. I definitely messed up a couple times, like, you know, I get a little awkward or paused and wasn't sure what to say or said a word wrong. I don't even know. I'm sure I messed up even more than I want to realize. But hey, I tried. I think we did okay. It was fun. It was natural. And I really look forward to seeing those as proper episodes when they come out through the normal YouTube channel for Fateless. And then, yeah, it's, what is it? It's almost 7:30 on day 3. And we're going to go to dinner, which I have 8:15 reservation, which is so late. I'm so used to going to bed a couple hours later. But then we have happy hour after dinner that goes till 1 or 2 a.m. It's not exactly happy hour. It's that happy hour is usually before dinner, right? But it's fine. It's a party. It's cool networking, and I like hanging out and getting to know everybody better. It's more like hanging out with friends than going to work, you know, kind of vibes with everything so far. It's been good so far. I feel a little awkward still with my mouth, and I just wish I looked normal with my eye, my mouth, and everything. But I'm dealing. It's okay. We had a lollipop, and I couldn't really have a lollipop like a normal person. That was interesting to try, but I tried. And now it's dinner time. So tomorrow, Friday, today is Thursday, tomorrow's Friday, and we will be going to Gamescom, actually checking out the public area as well, and then stopping back in the Magic Media booth. So that will be fun. And then I don't think we have any specific, I think we have a dinner. I saw a dinner on Friday as a plan, and then Saturday is wide open, no actual plans. So I like that. I like those kind of plans. It was also fun to meet some other people. Like, we got to meet Aaron. I already forgot his Discord name. I want to say it was like Gamer Way or no. I don't know. I forgot his Discord name because that's not one I see a lot. But we met like an OG, I guess, player that followed me in Hell Hades and a lot of people as well. And he is also a developer himself. Free Range Games, and that's pretty cool, I think, too. And yeah, it's been fun. We met with Cream Panda. Oh yeah, Cream Panda. He did really well in that free-to-play challenge. I totally forgot that was his thing. The name was familiar because I know he used to hang out in Odd Ones chats as well. But for me, for my streams and stuff, he's been around too. And yeah, he's really really nice, and it's cool to meet people that we chat to online, as well as getting to know all the staff. So hoping to meet more people for Friday. We will be around at Gamescom there, so hopefully some others can find us. But yeah, all right, guys. I'm gonna cut this and let's see how the rest of the night played out.
So the rest of the night was an interesting one. We went to dinner at an Italian restaurant, which was great to be fair. Dropped us off in, let's just say, a sexy neighborhood. Yeah, it was interesting, but you know, those kind of stores are everywhere. Not too surprising. And yeah, we went in and it was a lovely little place. The menu was great. We ordered and we had a couple little like funny stories or not so funny stories, I guess, that I wanted to share. So like Sham had ordered vegan food. Well, wait, Sham's vegan and tried to order food, and well, he got it and it was seafood, but we didn't realize, like, we just quickly used the translator app and looked at the menu, and what we remembered was, oh yeah, that was a vegetable linguine, right? Yeah, okay, just get that. It ended up being a seafood one. We didn't look again. It's our fault, yes. But the second that we were like, oh crap, he doesn't eat meat or whatever, the staff just reacted so poorly. They were just instantly like, that's not our problem. That's a you problem. That's a you problem. And it was so rude. Like, I was really surprised by that. I mean, they must be used to foreigners just being entitled, but we weren't even rude. We didn't even like start arguing or say anything negative. We're just like, oh crap. And their very first reaction was to be very, very rude, and not even talk about it, or just like, I don't know, that's a you problem. That's a you problem. Sorry, you gotta take it. And it was just like really strange. So yeah, that didn't start off the vibe very good for the dinner time. But it was okay in the end. Honestly, it was okay. And the food was really, really good. And then I wanted to get wine. So I'm like, you know what? I'm in Germany. Gewürztraminer is like my favorite type of wine, a Gewürztraminer grape that it comes from, of course. And it's something I've had quite a lot in the US, in the Finger Lakes region of New York, which is where I'm from. That was a popular wine because there was a couple of vineyards that had those grapes. And I thought that would be easy to get that kind of wine in Germany. And I asked for it, and they brought the like owner out, or some sommelier from the restaurant, and he acted like I was trying to buy the most precious thing in the world, that it's so expensive and so whatever and so hard to find. And then he tried to bring me out something comparable. And he's like, we'll give it to you for like $50 a bottle. It's normally like 65. We're like, okay, whatever. We took it. I didn't really want to. It sounded too expensive. But he totally tricked us. He totally tricked us. It was a bottle of wine that was like $23 when you look it up online. Like, and it did not taste great. It was nothing like a Gewürztraminer. Nothing like it at all. It just was like, is it okay? I'm like, yeah. They're probably like, stupid Americans. They don't know what they're talking about, or ha ha ha, we got one on them. Like, it felt so shisty. It was so bad, guys. Oh my goodness. And yeah, that was not a great restaurant experience. Not the first time we had a weird experience with some of the I guess manners in Germany, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, that was just a really weird experience, because it was amazing food at the end of the day, yes, but man, that restaurant staff, I would not have given them a tip. I don't know if we did or not, but I would not have, just because of that kind of a reaction. It's just like, it's one thing if we were rude and being terrible and expecting them to take it back and not charge us after cooking it. No, we didn't even say anything like that. So it was just and the wine thing was just them getting payback. And it just, yeah, it was different. So I kind of wanted to share that little story with you guys. Thought it was interesting, and just I've heard that so some cultures are more blunt than others as well, which I got used to a little bit more here in Romania. There are definitely more, like I think more Eastern Europe tend to be very blunt, but that's not all. I mean, there's definitely other areas that are as well, or even different cultures within the U.S. itself are very different on how they talk to, like how people talk to each other overall. So it is what it is. I'm not an overly sensitive snowflake type, but I don't see any way that that would have not been considered rude by anybody. So just weird, but it's all good. At the end of the day, we had a good time. Went back to the hotel, had a couple cocktails, got some lovely gifts from the team, a sweet little note and a poster, and yeah, had a good night overall. So yeah, that was all for Thursday. It was a chill day, and then Friday came next with our little adventure back to Gamescom public area.